So, with Injustice 2's release date being confirmed to be May 16th, 2017, I thought now would be a pretty good time to discuss a big question, and is, who will be rejoining the cast of Injustice 2, and who will be getting cut. Now, this list is for top 10 characters who I think will not make it to Injustice 2. Now, this is just my opinion to start off with. This is all just speculation and my idea. But one thing before I start this list is, one big thing to consider is that my mindset is mostly based on, I think a lot of the heroes will stay, but many villains may get switched with a different villain. Maybe a somewhat less known, or just a villain from a particular franchise that did not get included the first time around. Without further ado, here are the top 10 characters who may not be in Injustice 2. Number 10. Alright, the number 10 slot I'm giving to Bane, the Batman character. You all know him as the character who broke Batman's back. Well, one thing in particular for Bane is that I feel that he's not a very interesting villain. He's he uses the venom to get huge and big and muscular. But besides that, I feel like he doesn't really have a place in the next game. I would much rather see some other Batman villain who, didn't get put into the game, and maybe replace him with Bane. That's just my thoughts. Number 9. Alright, so for my number 9 slot, I want to put in Killer Frost. I don't think Killer Frost will be a returning character. I actually didn't even know who Killer Frost was when Injustice came out. Now that was, 4 years ago. She's a character that I've started to become more familiar with. Now, with that being said, I still feel like she isn't important enough to the Injustice, story probably moving forward. So, I actually think they could take Killer Frost, replace her with the character Poison Ivy, actually. And I think that would be a good kind of swap replacement there. Number 8. Alright, so for the number 8 slot, I think I want to put Sinestro here. Now, Sinestro is a character that's, pretty big character in Green Lantern, his main villain. I don't personally know a ton about him. But here's the thing, the Green Lantern series is filled with so many characters. We already have Atrocitus coming, and I'm willing to bet you other characters like Kilowog are very possible. So, who knows? I would like to see, we already have Atrocitus, but that doesn't mean Sinestro doesn't have a chance, but I would like to see them branch out a little bit. Maybe give us a new Green Lantern villain and replace Sinestro. That's just my thoughts. Number 7. Alright, so for the number 7 slot, I'm going to put in Ares, the War God. So, why do I pick Ares? Ares is potentially going to be in the new Wonder Woman movie. Well, this is one of the few on the list where I think it's honestly like a 50% chance. Yes, he's going to become very relevant, possibly, if he's in this Wonder Woman movie. But then if he's not in this Wonder Woman movie, then he's not going to be relevant at all. So, the way I see it is, if he's in Wonder Woman, he'll be very relevant. If he's not, then he will just not be relevant. And the way I see it, he could definitely be replaced with a different Wonder Woman villain, or one of the other gods in the Wonder Woman mythology. Number 6. For number 6, I have Shazam's enemy, Black Adam. Now, here's another one where Black Adam, never a character I found too interesting. I definitely think they could replace him with, I don't know, maybe not a Shazam villain, because I don't know anything about Shazam, really. They could just replace him with some other character. So, Black Adam, I remember when playing the game, Black Adam, I'm like, I've never even heard of this guy. So, I feel like his chances of being in the next game, very slim to none, honestly. Unless he returns as DLC, but I would like DLC to be just all new characters. So that's my thoughts on Black Adam. Number 5. Alright, so for number 5, and actually for the next 3 slots after this one, I'm going to be talking about a few characters that I've already talked about in the past who I don't think are returning. So these are kind of going to be condensed a little bit. I already made a video about, it's called like These 4 Characters Are Doomed or whatever. But, okay, so starting off, Cyborg. Now, the way Cyborg has been treated in the mobile version really makes me think that he may not return. But he is getting a movie, and he's going to be featured in the Justice League coming up. So I don't know. It wouldn't really make sense to cut Cyborg, even when he's about to become super relevant. But I don't know. I just feel like he may not return. I don't know. I feel like they don't. I don't know. It's just I feel like they're not putting effort into making sure that people are like playing as him or something. So I don't know. Just one of those characters I don't think will be returning. Number 4. Alright, number 4 is a character that I've already talked about this, but Lex Luthor. I'm not really a big fan of his, I already talked about this in another video, but I'm not really a huge fan of just, oh, let's just take a human who wouldn't be able to fight in real life and just, well, not in real life, but like who wouldn't be able to fight like, fists, combat and whatever. Just give him a robot suit, give him like a ton of stupid weapons, and then there you go. You can put him in the next fighting game. Like, and I made the point, I already talked about all this in a video, but it's like I made the point of characters like Batman, he has a suit of armor and he has weapons that he has to like, manually use himself, So when a character like Batman is fighting, he has to actually fight. Like, he actually has to put his all into winning a fight. But, I mean, Lex Luthor is a guy just in a big suit. And that's not really the same for a character like Iron Man. It's because, the reason I say this is because Batman, Iron Man, like, the suit, the suit is like what makes them that character. But Lex Luthor is still Lex Luthor without that robotic suit. So I don't know, that's just my opinions. I think mostly I just want to see a different Superman villain. There's tons to choose from, so why keep Lex Luthor and maybe not include someone like Brainiac or something. So that's just my thoughts on that. Number 3. Now number 3 will go to Nightwing. Now before you freak out and be like, what the hell, you don't think Nightwing's gonna return? Here's the thing, I actually think that Nightwing is going to be replaced, but is actually going to be replaced with a Robin, so Tim Drake, and then I think he will be replaced with Jason Todd as Red Hood. Now, basically what I think is that, Nightwing, he's had his time in the sun for Injustice, but I think they're probably going to take him out of the game, and so for taking one character out, I think they're going to add in 2, Robin and Jason Todd. So he would be the Red Hood, Arkham Knight, kind of, they would probably play the same. But yeah, I honestly think that would be honestly a trade I'd be okay with. You take out Nightwing and you have Robin and Jason Todd. I think that would be cool because, I mean, just Nightwing alone, that's just Nightwing. But he doesn't represent Robin and the Red Hood. So that's just what I think. I think he won't be returning for that particular reason. Number 2. Alright, the number 2 slot, surprisingly, I give to Green Arrow. Now, it's very weird, but for some reason, I'm just not feeling that Green Arrow is going to return. Now, I'm just talking about Green Arrow himself. I don't, Arsenal. It's possible. They could have Arsenal in the game. They could have Speedy in the game. Malcolm Merlyn. I don't know. They could include any of those characters. But and I'm very sure that Black Canary will be in this game. So I don't know, maybe they'll replace Green Arrow, Black Canary, who really knows. But the way I see it is, I just have a feeling that Green Arrow is not going to make an appearance. He'll probably get replaced with another lesser known hero, who knows what it could be. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts on Green Arrow returning. I don't think he will return. Alright, and before we get to number 1, I actually want to make an honorable mention. I think all DLC characters, except for Batgirl, will not be returning. So if my memory serves me correctly, that's Zatanna, Martian Manhunter, Scorpion, Lobo, Zod. But Batgirl, surprisingly, I think Batgirl might return as a, not DLC, but as like a character in the starting roster. Because while when I think of all those DLC characters, I think of characters who aren't very well known, except for Batgirl. I mean, everybody knows who Batgirl is. So I think they may take Batgirl, make Batgirl a, regular starting character. I think that's definitely possible, but that's just an honorable mention I just wanted to discuss. And the number one character I think that will get cut from Injustice is Solomon Grundy. Yes, my boy Solomon Grundy. Now, look, I'm going to be honest here. All the 9 other slots that I've mentioned, those are like, I don't know. They might get cut. It's only because they're sort of lesser known. Some of them are lesser known, or some of them just seem like they may not return. But Solomon Grundy, I think I can say with about 90% accuracy, I don't really see a reason for Solomon Grundy to return. I mean, I still don't really know that much about him. I mean, the character was in Arkham City, and then he was in Injustice, and that's pretty much all I know him from. Honestly, when I saw Solomon Grundy in the game, I was like, oh, that character from Arkham City. But, he's not a Batman villain. I don't even know what he's from. I think he's a Superman villain. I don't even know for sure, to be honest. He could be a Batman villain, but I don't think he is. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't know anything about Solomon Grundy, and I still don't. So if I don't know anything about this character, why would he return? I mean, I know a little bit about every other single character in Injustice, but Solomon Grundy, I think most people don't know who he is. I mean, his origins is based on a nursery rhyme. Solomon Grundy born on a Monday. That whole thing. I mean, that's his origin, Not super interesting. But yeah, but it even comes down to the fact that he's a bigger character and he's kind of slow. I remember not particularly liking Solomon Grundy as a fighter in the game. So I can say about the 9 other characters and the DLC, I can say that, they may get cut, I don't really know. But Solomon Grundy, I think I can say like 90%. I think he was meant to be kind of a joke character, to be honest. Kind of like one of those characters where you're like, oh, I don't know who the hell this guy is, but like, let's play as him, like just because he's there. But yeah, that's how I feel. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys agree, disagree, I know that probably a lot of you are going to disagree on my Cyborg, Lex Luthor, Nightwing, Green Arrow, but Cyborg maybe. Cyborg probably has the highest likelihood of returning, but Lex Luthor, I don't think so. Nightwing, I doubt it, and Green Arrow, maybe. A strong maybe, but that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this list, if you guys like my video, if you guys want to subscribe to watch more top 10s, I'm going to try to be coming out with more, top 10s, things like this in the future coming up. If you guys want to be up to date with all that stuff, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, hit all the buttons, hit them all the buttons everywhere, except for the dislike button. Don't hit that one. That's a very bad button. I get a big pay cut. I actually don't get paid at all for this. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Keep on fighting. We will see you in the next video, because this was actually part of my 100 subscriber special, but now I have 156 subscribers, so now it looks like this is a 156 subscriber special. So, Jesus, you guys give me so many subs in a short amount of time. But anyway, thank you guys. Keep on fighting. Out of all of the 9 other slots, those are all maybes, honestly. Those are all maybe 50%, maybe, But Solomon Grundy, I can honestly say, I don't think... Oh, okay, I'm going to have to let that ring. Sorry. Sorry, Matt, editing this video. That will take a minute. It's good that I got to record this, though. Alright. The number one character I think that will not make it into Injustice 2 is Solomon Grundy. Yes, my boy, Solomon Grundy